This is a resume of a associate product manager for tech. I will let everybody know, product manager roles are a nightmare to actually source for and to search for, because this is one of the cases where the job title can mean like 3 or 4 different things. So I hope I got the one that you are looking for, because product manager does not have a common lexicon. So what we're going to be looking for, and I'm going to be very, very broad here in this video, is we're going to be looking for your GPA, education, and industry. These are just going to be, because you're a fresh grad, they may want to know this. They want to know that your industry is in what they're looking for, in this case, tech. They want to know that your education is close to the same industry, and some of them wanted your GPA because it's an associate, which is usually an entry-level position. They want to know that you can explain complex topics to clients, stakeholders, non-technical people, anybody that is deemed important by the company. They want to make sure that you can work from marketing to engineering to whatever. It needs to be cross-functional. The words stakeholders, clients, and customers are going to be key, just like the other one. And they want to know that you can write and speak clearly, because you're going to be, kind of leading people in a way. So you have 100 to 2 application ratio, which is solid. I actually really like that. So I'm expecting to see a lot of solid stuff. All right, this is fine over here. That's great. We've got a master's, and you say computer science. I think maybe you could make these one line, but it's not a huge deal. So master's of integrated business science technology, that's perfect. From LA. I wonder if we graduated from close to the same colleges. Unless it's UCLA. I have not graduated from UCLA. So then product manager contract, that's good. This should be in the same line as the one above it. So this should be one line for sure. Developed product roadmaps, perfect, by analyzing market research, user feedback, and stakeholder requirements, perfection. Collaborating with 2 partner companies to craft a go-to market strategy targeting 200K potential users. Perfect. I already understand a bit of what you do now, and that is perfect, especially for something as changing as a product manager, which can have a ton of different meanings. So that is a very strong intro sentence, and I really love it. Implemented LLMs, which I do wonder if you should actually just say LLM instead of large language model, but to fine-tune AI products, yielding a 95% accuracy rate in response to alignment during testing. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Synthetic quality, quantitative defined roadmap, 28% leadership and stakeholders, good. Conducted interviews. I like a lot of this. I think you may be missing... Here's what I think may be missing from this. I think this is solid. I think the formatting can be a little bit better. I'm nitpicking a bit on the formatting, but overall it's good. I think it could be a little bit better. And I think you could probably have another bullet point here. And I want to see about how you... I want something specific. A lot of the cases, a resume doesn't need a brag. As a product manager, you kind of do at least one. So as a third sentence, I'd like to hear something kind of more impressive, right? Because yielding a 95% accuracy rate in response and alignment during testing, I don't know if this is going to resonate with recruiters well. Like, I don't know what a 95% accuracy rate is compared to what. You would need to use a comparison before. So like AA products increasing our accuracy rating from 3% to 95, right? I don't know how that's important, but I would like something else about how you worked with customers or stakeholders, which you do have all over, but I want like a brag involving them particularly. Yeah, this is fine, cross-functional. Overall, this is a very, very good resume. I really, really like it. So yeah, that's the only thing I would really say is maybe have another bullet point about a brag, and kind of it. It's pretty solid. I really like it. So yeah, big ol' thumbs up from me. Let's move on to the next resume. This is a resume of somebody who is currently on my Twitch live stream, so I'm going to review it for sure. And what we're going to be looking for here is for a project manager, particularly of marketing. Product manager are different, although sometimes companies may use them interchangeably, but what we're going to be looking for is management experience. So yeah, management, because manager. Marketing experience, the ability to multitask multiple projects from inception to completion, particularly those that are under budget and ahead of schedule, ideally, along with cross-functional client stakeholders, customers, vendors, things like that. You need to be able to manage those as well. So overall, what we're going to be looking for is how you juggled multiple plates and how you successfully did that with managers and everything else. So that is ideally what we're going to be looking for. So the very first thing I see here is a BS in advertising. That is solid, but here is a PMP cert, and we have a workflow in here. So I don't know if these two certs are actually that beneficial. I don't know if the recruiter would recognize it. I don't know if it's as important, but what should be is the PMP. That PMP cert should be above the actual BS. So what I would like to see for this is for these two to switch places and these two to just get maybe deleted. Double check that, but I just haven't found anything that would be looking for those two in the bottom. But the PMP shirt, if you are a product or project manager or some kind of manager in general, and you have a PMP cert, that should be way up top. So the BS and the PMP should switch places. There is a weird gap between this formatting wise, so preferably we can fix that. I don't know why there's a huge gap, but that's not a huge deal. Manage over 60 projects of varying size and complexity. Yeah, I like that so far from start to finish in Asana, including branding, social campaigns, social templates, website build, microsites, even print radio and news video product, leading cross-functional teams, and using project management tools to improve. Okay, so this is wordy. I think we may want to maybe shrink this. Manage over 60 projects of varying size and budget also. So maybe what we do here is say managed over 60 projects of a budget X to Y, because there's a lot of times that they want to know the budget for stuff. From start to finish in Asana, which included branding, media campaigns. I don't know if this needs to be this big. This might be something we put down here. But you know what? It's not terrible. And leading cross-functional teams. I actually think you can cut out this part right here. And using project management tools to improve efficiency, leader project time within scope and a budget. The reason this is going to sound weird, I did that is because you're not saying what skills they were. You're not saying what tools they were, and you're not giving us the budget and how much you did it. So it is okay for the very first one to just be a summary of your duties, and I think this is fine. And then we can have in the second bullet or something, say like manage projects of budgets from X to Y, and all of them were delivered on time and under whatever expected budget. So that would make more sense as two. Applied agile principles to support weekly design iterations, priority and request backlog, using where did it go? Enabling quick iteration client feedback for me to use. I know I just said this is long. You could just put manage over 60 projects of varying sizes in an agile environment in here. Like, that's all you need. I don't know if the rest of this is as needed. Engaged and informed stakeholders through tailored status reports, ensuring client satisfaction. Perfect. This one is great. Manage change by escalating issues in management, summarizing impact reports for improving solutions, enabling informed decision-making. Perfect. Created a project management library, including stakeholder registers, which is fine. So yeah, I think one thing we're missing is why you're good, right? So I see this. Secured stakeholder buy-in for project management tools by presenting solutions to pain points, motivating questions from 19% of staff, and increasing product engagement and adoptions. This should do which led to, and then you can brag. This is one of the cases where you don't need to brag for a lot of things, and a lot of resumes don't need to brag. As a project manager, this is something they want to see. Especially management points, brags can be important. You don't need it in everything, but right here is a key thing. Increasing process engagement and adoptions, which led to what? Did it lead to more clients? Did it lead to a congratulating note from the CEO? It doesn't have to be percentages, but it does have to say, it needs to show to somebody who's not technical why. In addition, this can probably be up top. I would say your brag should probably be second or third. And this can probably be combined with this, right? Engaged and informed stakeholders and their buy-in for projects by tailoring status reports, ensuring client satisfaction, which resulted in X. So I think this can just be combined. So overall, I do like it. There's just a couple of like a little bit of formatting issues. It's like, to summarize, these should be switched. This part can probably get deleted, and this stakeholder one can go to the other stakeholder one and combine. And then agile should be up here. But I think that's solid. And I know this is going to be hypocritical as everything I say not to do this, but software engineers don't need to do percentages and stuff. Management, project leaders, anybody that shows that you are leading a company, you need to show, not everything, but you do need to show that the reason they succeeded was because of your ideas. And that's a little hard for me to find here. So I can definitely see it moving forward, but I want to give you the best shot that you can. So that is my vote for this resume. Let's move on to the next one. This is a resume that actually slipped through the cracks. So sorry about this. This probably should have been done a little bit longer, a little bit while ago, whatever. This is a full stack software developer position, I think. What they listed in this is, or any front-end, back-end software, and that's not quite how resumes work. You need your resume to be keyed to a specific job title, and a full stack is going to be different than a back-end or a front-end, or I'm not sure if there are any other ends that I'm missing, but essentially those three are going to be very different. So I will judge this based specifically on full stack. Hopefully this is what you are actually looking for over the others and what your resume is keyed to. So full stack development web developer cannot speak today, with internship experience, specialized in building and integrating APIs, that is keyword, using JavaScript, React, Express, Node.js, Mongo, PostgreSQL, HTML. So you've got the keywords, and oh god, you've said leverage. All right, leverage counter needs to go up by 1. Yeah, so you've got the correct keywords here. You are correct. These are the right keywords. But it doesn't do anything if it's not in your bullet points. So this doesn't count. This is okay. You at least kept it to 3. And now let's look at the actual bullet points. So you don't need to, I don't know if you really need to do this. I don't think people are going to click on this link, truthfully. You may want a portfolio section up here. So it would be your name, and then it would be your contact information, and then instead of LinkedIn, you would have maybe your portfolio. So, but you don't need to put this in everything. It looks a little weird. So, developed a full stack web feature for travel project using TypeScript, React, Express, Node.js, PostgreSQL, Redis. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. I like this. This is a solid first sentence. Integrated APIs, Wikipedia have into Booking. I mean, that's... I want you to phrase that differently. Conducted cost-benefit analysis of APIs, API alternatives to optimize cost, rate limits, performance. I have never seen anybody write it like this. And then you also have to say with an API rate. All right, we get it. You have essentially said API so many times. So I'm going to need you to put in some other bullet point, other keywords with that in addition to the API. And I'm going to need you to remake these. I mean, this right here is a perfect first little sentence. I think it's great. It's missing nothing really. Maybe maybe cloud, but it's possible you don't actually have the cloud technology. So if you don't have the cloud, that's fine. But yeah, this is overall a solid one. And then you just have nothing here. So basically, cool, League of Legends. I like League of Legends, and by that I mean I like punishing myself, so I play it. This solves a problem with stat linking, IDs. Yeah, so the rest of this isn't right. I like this part. You need to redo... So here's my big problem with this resume. This is badly formatted, for sure. And the only thing I really think I care about is this in your entire resume. And this is the correct part. This is good. This maybe gets you interviews, but the problem is you have all this here, then you have all this here, and then it takes away from what is actually a very solid first sentence. And then you have nothing else in the rest of it, all the way down here. They all need to be formatted the same, even the projects. Write your projects as if they were experience, just say projects, do the same. Don't have the little link here. I don't know if I can move this forward because the only thing I really care about is here and that you know API, but I don't necessarily see what else. I mean, I did have SQL, which is good. Do I see React? Is React here? Here it is. And here's my problem with this, is there's so much here, I might miss what I actually need, which is here. Like, this should be your primary star. This is it. This can be safely deleted. So, also, you just graduated. I'm assuming you need your education at the top. So, your education should be here. This stuff should be deleted, and you need to rework every bullet point here except for this one. So, I wish I had better news for that, but you should probably look at my Oops All Full Stack video. And that should hopefully give you a clue of how to do it. But I mean, you have the right idea most of the time for the keywords. Truthfully, ideally we would have like CI/CD, cloud, and agile if possible. But I know it may not be possible that you actually have cloud. So that's my vote for this. I don't think I can move it forward because this is the only thing I actually care about in the entire thing, and nothing else is written correctly. So please fix that and resubmit. This is a resume for I don't know. They said full stack web developer or any front end, back end software engineer. And unfortunately, I know why you did that is because you just want to say, I want to do anything. But unfortunately, resumes are highly specific. And in IT and tech particularly, you need to focus your resume. A full stack web developer resume will not work for a back-end software engineer resume nor a front end most of the time. So I have to judge it based on what I think this is, which also means I can't do the correct keywords and qualifications. So let's look at what this is based on. All right, let's look at it based on that. That's all I can do is hopefully I can find where they fit. So they call themselves a technology leader. All right, I don't know if that helps. That's interesting, but innovative and strategic technology leader with over 9 years experience driving development and scaling of cutting-edge softwares. Known for guiding X to successful acquisition by Y and deploying app web, full stack cloud DevOps. This whole darn thing can be deleted. I mean, maybe I will give you the benefit of the doubt, which is not great, that this, which is known for guiding X to Y, since I cannot know what that is, I don't know how important that is, but everything else can be deleted. A technology leader with 9 years of experience, that doesn't, no. So, competency, software engineering leadership, that's all right. Testing, automated DevOps, project management, strongest skills. I don't like this because this is also I don't like any of this skills. I mean, look, you could legitimately delete all of this and your resume would be way better. Just flat out. So let's look at the actual fun. Architected secure AWS infrastructure with CDK, transitioning from manual process to automated development. Enterprise, GPT, CID. I'm just skimming this. TypeScript, API. I found like 3 keywords. So AWS is good, architecture is good, infrastructure is solid, CI/CD is solid. This may not be. I believe this is a part of cloud, but it's not obvious. And TypeScript and API is, but otherwise this is largely not a good bullet point. CTO and co-founder. Never put your own company on your resume. They despise it. That is a giant, big old red flag. Especially because you were in this place for present and this place currently. And it doesn't even, you never want to put your own one. Or at least do it for like, it's a giant red flag. I'm sorry. You need to at least be like, oh, this is one I wish you were in chat because there's so many things wrong here. Spearheaded company technician, our cloud architecture. Okay, that's a solid, but again, co-founder. They're not going to like that. Oh, you are in chat. Okay, perfect. So, I don't like most of this. This is not a very good resume. And a big part of that is it's trying to do too many things. And it looks weird even if it's not. So yeah, I think they submitted a better one after my advice, but I kind of want to burn this resume and restart from the ground up. So I don't see a lot of stuff that I like. I think it won't, you do have solid keywords here, but this whole thing can be pretty much deleted. Having your own company is a red flag, and it's especially weird that you went from a junior software developer to a CTO and co-founder. Truthfully, I would not say your own company. I would just instead put something like company name, and hopefully it's not your name, and then software engineer, and do the same for this. And then it's also weird that this is from present and this is to present as well. So you got some of the keywords right, but this is a giant old red flag to a lot of people. Cell phone companies, self-owned, not cell phone. It would be really weird if cell phone companies particularly were a red flag. But self-owned, I have to go all the way down here. I think they did, in fact, submit a better version of the resume. Let me check real quick. Probably, yeah. So I'm not a fan of this at all. Because especially for a senior software. Yeah, there's just nothing here. I'm sorry. I don't want to leave this on a depressing note, but they're in chat. They're going to learn. We're going to get a good one because at the very least, how good your resume is not going to matter until January anyway, because you're probably not going to get any interviews until then. So I'm going to end this one here. Thank you all very much for listening. I'm still going in chat. I'm doing more resumes after this, but this video that I'm currently recording is going to end. Thank you very much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. All that good stuff. It very much helps me out, and I appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.